Chapter 3 is regarding system software and system software. So if you have any question, do ask at the end of the presentation. Okay, explain the course outcome will be, you will be able to explain the computer components, hardware, software, and learning and network based on given topics. Okay, learning outcome, after completing chapter 3, you will be able to define system software and identify the two types of system software, describe function of an operating system, explain the purpose of several utility programs. Okay, clear. Okay, the next slide. This is the chapter content. System software. You have categories of system, operating system, function of operating system, and utility program and functions. Okay, system software consists of the program that control or maintain the operations of the computer and its devices. So we have here an operating system and utility programs. Categories of operating system, we have an operating system, OS. It's a set of programs that coordinate all the activities among computer or mobile device hardware. Okay, you have categories of operating system. We have first desktop, we have Windows, OS X, Unix, Linux, Chrome, OS. Okay. And then we have server. So under server, we also have the same thing. We have Windows Server, Mac OS Server, Unix, and Linux. And then we have mobile. Mobile is mobile phone. You have Google Android, Apple iOS, and also Windows Phone. They are not so much more of Windows Phone nowadays. Maybe just one or two brands are using Windows Phone. So we have desktop operating system. It's a complete operating system that works on desktops, laptops, and some tablet. So under this, we have Windows, Mac OS, Unix, Linux, and Chrome OS. What we are using, what I'm using here, I'm showing you, this is Windows. Some people who are using Apple are using Mac OS. Meanwhile, Unix, Linux are open source system. Chrome OS is on web-based. You are using internet. You use the internet to access the operating system online. Okay. So if you heard about the Chromebook, that is a type of device that are using web-based application. Okay. So the latest version of Windows offer these features. Use styles to access apps, includes the desktop interface, support for input via touch, mouse, and keyboard. Email application, calendar apps, and browser included. The photo file and setting you can sync with this with OneDrive. Enhance security through an antivirus program, firewall, and automatic updates. Windows Store offer additional application for purchases. So this is what does it mean by use style to access app. When you click here at your desktop, so it give you some productivity or a page that view like a tile. Okay. And then include the desktop interface. You have desktop, you have your my computer, your browser, everything being put in the desktop. Okay, this is the tile that it means. Okay. The Macintosh operating system has earned a reputation for its ease of use. The latest version, when I do this type of note, it is OS X. Nowadays, it is being upgraded OS 13 or 14. I think 15 is it. Okay. So Unix is a multitasking operating system developed in the early 1970s. Linux is popular multitasking based on Unix based operating system. So Linux is based on Unix. Okay. And meanwhile, Chrome OS is a Linux-based operating system designed to work primarily with web apps. Can be accessed through web only. Okay. And then we have server operating system. We have Windows Server, OS X Server, Unix, and so Linux. Okay, mobile operating system on a mobile device and many consumer electronic is called a mobile operating system and resides on a firmware. Okay, like I'm using right now is Oppo. Oppo is on Android base. Meanwhile, Apple is iOS, and then you have Windows Phone, probably being popular by Nokia. Okay. Android is an open source Linux-based mobile operating system designed by Google for smartphones and tablets. Okay, so this is the view of smart Android phone and Android tablet. iOS is developed by Apple, is a proprietary mobile operating system specifically made for Apple's mobile devices. Meanwhile, Windows Phone developed by Microsoft is a proprietary mobile operating system that runs on some smartphone. So Windows Phone are using the same concept as Windows in desktop and laptop, giving you a tile function. Past 5 or 6 years back, being popular by Nokia, HTC, Dell phone. But nowadays it's declining on the popularity. Okay, there are many functions of operating system. The first one is to start and shut down a computer or mobile device, provide a user interface, manage program, manage memory, coordinate tasks, configure device, monitor performance, establish an internet connection, provide file management and other device or media related tasks, updating operating system software, control a network, and administer security. Okay, to start and shut down a computer, you have the push power button. You need to push it to start or shut down. So you have a power button on the desktop, laptop, and also mobile phone. The process of starting or restarting a computer is called booting. So you have two types of boots. You have cold boot and warm boot. Cold boot, it is a process whereby you're turning on a computer that has been powered off completely. A computer that you have shut down previously, been completely powered off, and then you turn on by pushing the start button. Okay, and then warm boot, you have using the operating system to restart a computer. Okay, this is a warm boot, soft restart or soft reset. Okay. An operating system include various power options. You have sleep mode and hibernate. Sleep mode save any open document, running program or apps to a RAM. Turn off all unneeded function and then place the computer in low power state. Not 100% off-grid power, but it is a low power state. Hibernate mode save any open document and running program or apps to an internal hard drive, save into ROM, before removing power from the computer or device. Completely remove the power. So this is the difference between sleep and hibernate. A user interface or UI control how you enter data and instruction and how information is displayed on the screen. With a graphical user interface, GUI, you interact with menus and visual images. Okay, this one is a command line interface. A user type commands represented by short keywords or abbreviation, or press special key on the keyboard to enter data and instruction. This can be used if you are using your laptop or desktop. Go to the search box under there beside your window icon. Type search, type CMD, and then you have command prompt. In that, you can use your command line interface. Okay, how an operating system handle program directly affect your productivity. So you have single tasking and multitasking, foreground and background, single user and multi-user. Single tasking by meaning you can do one task at a time only. Meanwhile, multitasking, you can do multiple tasks at one time. Foreground and background. The foreground now I'm using is a PowerPoint. The background are Chrome and also my documents. Okay, and then you have single user and multi-user. Single user by meaning one person only can use. Multi-user is like your game. You can have multiple player or two player or one player only. Manage memory. Memory management optimize the use of the computer or device internal memory. Virtual memory is a portion of storage medium functioning as additional RAM. Okay, memory. This is your RAM. So for example, my laptop, my tablet is 4 gig RAM. So I have 64 gig ROM. Okay, my storage is 64 gig. My RAM is 4 gig. So I add on another 4 gig. I pull out from the storage, loan from the storage, 4 gig as an additional memory for my tablet. So automatically my tablet will have 8 gig RAM. Okay. The operating system determines the order in which tasks are processed. Okay, the operating system determines the order in which tasks are processed. So for example, by using CPU, you fetch a data from your hard disk to print it. So if you print it a 10 pages document first, the second task will be a 1 pages document. The third task will be a 5 pages document. Okay, so it will print the first task first, whether it 10 pages, 1 pages, or 5 pages. Okay, it will print according to chronological order, first, second, and third. It will not skip the order. Okay, configure device. A driver is a small operating system, a small program that tells the operating system how to communicate with with a specific device. And then you have plug and play, automatically configures new device as you install or connect them. This we will look into chapter 4. So what I can tell you, if you nowadays you are using your pen drive, you can just put it in the USB slot, and then you can use this USB device. In previous my time, 2001, earlier 2001, if you are using this type of thumb drive or pen drive, you put it in your USB slot. You need a CD driver, a driver to make this pen drive communicate with your computer and to be able to use it. That is the hazard at that time when you are using an external device. Nowadays, it's been called the technology of plug and play. Just put it in the slot and instantly you can use it. Okay, you have performance monitor. Is a program that access and report information about various computer resources and devices. And then you have established an internet connection. Operating system typically provide a means to establish internet connection. Okay, if you are using your laptop or your desktop, you will have some icon like a signal down there on your right hand side, just beside the clock or calendar. So that is the icon to connect the internet. So you can choose either to connect to the internet, set up a network, manually connect to a wireless network, or connect to a workplace. This is if you view in your iOS or Apple. Okay, this is all iOS. If you look in your handphone or your Android, you can see this button up there. Just click it, push it for a long time, you will get the connection. Okay. Okay, and then we have provide file management and other device. Operating system often provide user with a variety of tools related to managing a computer, its devices, or its programs. You have file manager, search, image viewer, uninstaller, disk cleanup, disk defragmenter, screensaver, file compression, PC maintenance, backup, and restore. Okay. Many programs including operating system, include an automatic update. Okay, feature that regularly provide new features or correction to the program. Okay, most of your application have automatic update. Some operating systems are designed to work with a server on a network. This multi-user operating system allow multiple users to share a printer, internet access, file, and program. A network administrator uses the server operating system to add and remove user, computer, and others devices. Configure the network, install software, and administer network security. For example, I'm using in my home right now, I have a network printer. I'm using a Wi-Fi capability of printer and also internet enabled printer. So I just click from my mobile device or my tablet without having to connect wired or we connect wirelessly as to print all the item I want to print or use what I want to use. I also control my network throughout my handphone, my mobile phone, as to add or remove user on the network itself. Okay, and administer security. A user account enable a user to sign in to, okay, sorry for this typo, a user to sign in to or access resources on a network or computer. What do you need to access a computer? You need a username or user ID to identify a specific user. And then you need a password that is a private combination of character associated with the username. Okay. Okay, a utility program and function. A utility program is a type of system software that allow a user to perform maintenance type tasks. Some also categorize it under the application software. However, because it is more to computer maintenance, let's discuss it under utility program. We will discuss it after this in utility program. Two broad categories under utility programs are file disk and system management tools and also security tools. This is what is under file disk and system management tool. Perform maintenance type tasks related to managing a computer, its device, or its program. We have file manager, search tool, image viewer, uninstaller, disk cleanup, disk defragmenter, screensaver, file compression, PC maintenance, backup, and restore. File manager is a tool that performs functions related to file management. So you have here file manager. You open picture, you have picture, you have video, you will get video. If you push a document or click on document, you will get a document inside here. Okay, a search tool is a program usually included with a operating system that attempts to locate a file, contact, calendar event, app, or any other item stored on your computer or mobile devices based on criteria you specify. Okay, you will have this lens icon. That is a search tool. And then you have image viewer and uninstaller. An image viewer is a tool that allows users to display, copy, and print the content of a graphic file, such as a photo. Uninstaller is a tool that removes a program, as well as any associated entry in that system file. So for example, if you are using your mobile phone, so we have image viewer software here. So you can look at what image do you have in your handphone. Photo. So you can view the photo. If you press a long press, you will get the uninstall or edit button under there. Okay. This cleanup tool search for and remove unnecessary file. When you click this cleanup, it will look upon the file that you are not using or duplicate or a cache file as to be cleaned. Okay, a disk defragmenter is a tool that recognizes the file and unused space on a computer hard disk so that the operating system access data more quickly and program run faster. This defragmenting by meaning it will organize your file into a much more manual way. For example, this is before defragmenting your file. Okay, so the file are scattered. Imagine the yellow one is empty, the colored one is your file. So when you do the defragmentation, it will organize your file more manually. So it is as to help the retrieving process and to save the time of retrieving process and also to know whether your file is corrupted or your device is broken. Okay, screensaver, file corruption, and PC maintenance. A screensaver is a tool that causes a display device screen to show a moving image or blank screen if no keyboard or mouse activity occurs for a specified time. A file corruption tool shrinks the size of a file. For example, if you want to email somebody a document and then the document is exceeding 25 megabyte per document, okay, then you need to shrink the file. Maybe your document is 26 or 27 megabyte. The file conversion tools doesn't shrink the file too much. It just less 1 or 2 megabyte only. Okay, so from 26 or 27, maybe you can compress up to 25, 24 or 23 megabyte. Okay, a PC maintenance tool is a program that identifies and fixes operating system problem, detect and repair the drive problem, and include the capability of improving a computer performance. If you are facing some difficulty or some problem with your internet connection, for example, just right click at the icon of the internet connection and then click troubleshoot. That is a PC maintenance tool. Okay, and then we have a backup tools, allow user to copy or backup selected file or the content of an entire storage medium to another storage location. A restore tool reverse the process and return backup file to their original form. So backup and restore. This is the security tools. They are utility programs that help to protect computer and mobile devices. Okay. We have personal firewall, antivirus program, malware remover, internet filter. We look one by one. A personal firewall is a security tool that detects and protects a personal computer and its data from authorized intrusion. This is the first level of defense in your computer, personal firewall. It can be compared to real life as your fence before somebody entering into your house compound. Okay, as your fence or your house grill. Antivirus program protect a computer against viruses by identifying and removing the computer viruses found in memory and storage media or on incoming file. And then we have how to check the signs of viral infection. Unusual message or image display on the computer suddenly pop up. Unusual sound or music play randomly. The available memory is less than what should be available. For example, this pen drive is 8 gig. Okay, when I put it in the slot, it just detect the pen drive as a 4 gig capacity. That is unusual. Okay, a program or file suddenly is missing. An unknown program or file mysteriously appears. Usually this type of file that appears, they have .exe at the back. Don't ever click to open it. The size of file change without explanation. This may be due to duplication of file. A file become corrupted. A program or file does not work properly. System properties change from can be edited. from public, it changed to private. This is type of virus infection. The operating system run much lower than usual. Okay. And then we have malware remover. Spyware is a type of program where program placed on a computer or mobile device without the user knowledge. This is spyware, to spy, to get our information, that secretly collects information about the user. What information do they collect? Usually our username and password. And then communicate the information it collects to some outside source while the user is online and not aware of this. Okay. And then we have adware is a type of program that display an online advertisement in a banner or pop-up or pop under window on web page, email, message, or other internet services. Usually, if we want to download software, song, or we want to download to see movie online, adware is everywhere. A spyware remover is a type of program that detects and deletes spyware and similar program. An adware remover is a program that detects and deletes adware. Internet filter are programs that remove or block certain items from being displayed. We have anti-spam program, attempt to remove spam before it reaches inbox or forum. Web filtering software restrict access to certain material on the web. This web filtering software also can be called as parental software, whereby you can block if you have some kid, you have some nephew, or your brother, your younger brother or sister want to access the internet, you can block whatever website you want to block them from seeing it. And then we have phishing filter, phishing, warn or block from potential fraudulent or suspicious website. Phishing is a condition whereby people will try to grab your attention or phish you to open their website or to use their software. And then under this phishing software, usually they have a spyware. And then you have pop-up or pop under blockers. Stop pop-up or pop under ads from displaying on web page. Okay, the learning outcome define system software and identify the two types of system software. Describe the function of an operating system. Last but not least, I hope you can explain the purpose of utility programs. Okay, that's all for chapter 3. Do you have any question?